The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Patti?
Hello there. Greetings, EPCON community homeowners of Central Columbus, Ohio area. We are happy to be here with you today to share some exciting news on great travel opportunities with you. Today featuring Viking River Cruises. We hope you'll stay tuned with us during this series of webinars that are designed to inform you and educate you of some of the great opportunities there are to travel with Viking Cruises, really all over the world. But today we're going to talk specifically about their fine Viking River Cruises that I'm sure you've heard about, but we're going to bring you some more inside scoop on the River Cruises today. My name is Patti Cash, and I'm the owner at Magic Cruises and Tours. We have been located in Central Ohio since 1988. I am the owner, and we have a fine team of family and family-owned and operated staff nestled right here in the heart of downtown Worthington. We represent all the different cruise lines and tour operators and all-inclusive vacations and national parks. So we are your vacation people. And yes, while people may not be traveling right now, there are lots and lots of folks like yourselves, I'm sure, who are looking forward to traveling again in the future. And we are your folks. We're your vacation people. There I am, Patti Cash, with my staff of really great, educated, experienced travel counselors. Shelly Franks is our sales manager. She would be a great person to contact, and she'll get you set up with the most suitable agent based on your needs and your interests here at Magic. But we're fond of saying one call does it all, and we try to take the ball and roll with it from there. And I'd like to also just say that we offer our service and our knowledge and our experience and counseling every step of the way at no additional charge to you. So please reach out and work with our staff. We're here to help you. We've been working behind the scenes with the folks at EPCON Communities to bring you some really exclusive savings programs on all things Viking Cruises. And why did we pick Viking? Because Viking is a terrific product. It's high quality. It's wonderfully suited for folks like yourself that have situated yourself in the EPCON communities and you want a wonderful, hassle-free lifestyle now. We think Viking could be a great program for you to consider for your next vacation. So take a look at the website there on the EPCON community site, and you can learn a little bit more about some of these details, and certainly just give us a call. But what we have in place right now is, in working with Viking Cruises, we've got their very best promotions going on right now. It's a great time to be thinking about booking for 2021 and 2022 and beyond. There's some terrific offers that we'll mention a little bit later in the presentation, where you can even fly for free over to Europe to go on a Viking River cruise. Plus, we're going to offer you an additional exclusive $400 value, which is $200 extra savings and $200 ship credit for you to enjoy on board your voyage. Now, with us today, we've got Director of Sales and Business Development, Dianne Pierson. We've been working with Dianne probably for the last 23 years or so, Dianne, I think.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, it's been a long ride and a great ride. I have to say, Viking is a great partner, and we appreciate the fact that you always send our clients back happy and satisfied and ready to go again. So I'm happy to introduce you, Dianne. Please take it away and share a little bit more about the river cruising programs.
Thank you, Patti. It is my pleasure, let me tell you folks, it is my great pleasure to work with those wonderful people at Magic Cruises. Not all travel agents or travel consultants or travel agencies are created equal. And I always say in my job, if I could clone Patti Cash and her team at Magic Cruises, my job would be so much easier. They are the ultimate professionals. They really know their craft. They know their job. They know how to advise you and provide you with outstanding service. And really, that's what we do at Viking as well, is provide you with really the best service and the best choices in river cruising that are in the industry. Now, our company was actually started in the summer of 1997, just about 23 years ago in August, by a gentleman named Torstein Hagen, who was born and raised in Bergen, Norway. He's a very interesting character, and if you ever have some time on your hands and you want to do something and just be nosy about somebody, Google Torstein Hagen. He has an incredible history in the travel industry, and he really is the visionary and the genius behind everything that we do at Viking Cruises. He started this company, as I said, 23 years ago, with 4 little river vessels that sailed on the Volga River in Russia between St. Petersburg and Moscow. Our company has grown quite a bit since then in these last 23 years, and we're now the largest and most awarded, and I'm going to be very bold and say probably the most well-known river cruise company in the industry. And part of the reason that we're so successful at Viking is because there is a vision and a philosophy that permeates everything that we do, from the beginning to the end, from the beginning all the way through the middle, everything, whether we're on the rivers of Europe or we're on the oceans. Mississippi is another webinar topic that we're going to take on in a couple of days. And our philosophy is that we're not trying to be everything to everyone. Now, there are, many of you have probably been on them, what I call flip-flop and t-shirt cruises. And there's nothing wrong with them. I've been on many of them. In fact, I used to work for one of those companies, one of those ships that carries 3,000 passengers. And you just bring all your family, your kids, your grandparents, your friends, your loved ones. Everybody comes along, and they kind of have a rip-roaring time. And our philosophy is that we're not trying to be everything to everyone. Our customers are people who are looking for a more intimate experience. They're looking to really discover the history and the culture and the art and the fine foods of the destination. So we're not trying to be everything to everyone. We don't allow anybody under 18 on board our vessels, so we are adults only. We are destination focused. That means we have beautiful vessels wherever you are with us in the world. And when you're on board, you're going to feel comfortable and relaxed and pampered. But our focus is on getting you off the ship so that you can really explore the destination. We don't believe in nickel and diming you to death. And so we're very highly inclusive. We focus on culturally enriching experiences. And I do believe that we hire the best staff in the industry. Our staff provide genuine, warm, thoughtful, attentive service every day of the year, and I don't know how they do it. But Viking is the employer of choice for many, many, many of these folks that work on ships around the world. In fact, we have the highest staff retention rate in the industry. 97% of our staff and crew return to us year over year, which should tell you a little something about how well Viking treats them, because they come back to us, and then in turn, they provide really outstanding service for our guests. They're all English speaking, and in fact, we're the only cruise line in the industry that provides a service guarantee. In addition to great service, we believe in enriching you about the destination. As I've kind of already mentioned to you, we like to bring the culture and the history to life. So there is an included excursion in every port of call along the rivers. There are also optional excursions that you may choose to take advantage of. We provide great programming on board the vessels on the rivers with informative lectures, wine tastings, local cuisine, port talks to help introduce you to where you're going to be going the next day, as well as destination performances like, for example, a folkloric group may come on board in Budapest to perform traditional songs and dances. We do go beyond the iconic and the expected, and we provide behind-the-scenes experiences that nobody else can offer. In fact, we have a program called the Viking Way that provides a greater selection of options for you to really immerse yourselves in the towns and villages and cities that we're visiting along the rivers of Europe, Russia, and Asia. All of our excursions, whether they're the included excursion or an optional excursion, are going to fall into one of these categories, which are local life, where we'll bring you to the beer halls where the locals go in Cologne. You'll have a chance, if you like, to take a dip in the thermal spas in Budapest. It's a very typical thing that people do in that part of the world. With our Working World program, you can visit a cheese farm, do a wine tasting in the Wachau Valley of Austria, or really learn about the design and function of the very famous Kinderdijk windmills. We also provide privileged access that nobody else can offer in the industry. We do have an exclusive tour at the magnificent Gothic Cathedral in Cologne, where you can go to the tippy top of the Cologne Cathedral at sunset. It is a magical, mystical experience. We also give you the opportunity to go behind the scenes, to spend the afternoon with the Vienna Boys Choir, or see the Lippers on our stallions, or hear a Mozart and Strauss concert. Everything we do is to immerse you in the destination and the culture and the history, even with our food. So we offer destination-focused dining on the rivers. And for example, if you're traveling with us in France, you will probably have the chance to try coq au vin, French onion soup, and escargot. If you're traveling with us in Germany, sausages and beer, schnitzel and strudel in Austria. And so we really do provide great regional cuisine, fresh local fare, all with impeccable service in casual elegance. And all at a great value, because everything you need, plus the ability to customize. With the price you pay up front, you will have one included shore excursion in each port of call. All of your meals on board the river vessels are included, breakfast, lunch, and dinner every single day, with a couple of different dining venue choices. You can dine in the main dining room with table service, or you can dine in our buffet area. Beer, wine, and soft drinks are included, unlimited with lunch and dinner, as are coffees and teas and hot chocolates 24 hours a day. Bottled water is included and unlimited. We offer complimentary Wi-Fi on board our river vessels. First-class hotels are offered if you decide to do a pre or a post package with us. We have complimentary movies on demand, and then all of your port fees and taxes will also be included in the price you pay up front. So we've now had over 2 decades to perfect the art of these lovely little vessels that sail right into the heart of the destination. We call what you're looking at a Viking longship. It's intimate and elegant, and as you can see, it pulls right up to the heart of the city or the town, and you step off and you're right there in the action. So these vessels are about a little bit over 440 feet in length and carry 109 passengers in 95 staterooms and on 4 decks. And what I hope you're noticing when you look at this picture of one of our Viking longships is that there are so many windows. There are all those veranda staterooms and all of that space on the top of the vessel, as well as at the bow of the vessel, to be outside, getting some fresh air and enjoying the view. So we're going to talk a little bit more in depth about some of these spaces, but just again, notice the floor to ceiling windows, the aquavit terrace, that's where we have our more casual dining going on. When you step on board one of our Viking longships, you are going to notice right away that the design is very clean, simple, understated, and elegant. We have a very Scandinavian flair to all of our ships, because our chairman was born and raised in Bergen, Norway. But this is a theme that you will see on every single vessel that Viking builds, no matter where it is traveling in the world. Very, very, very polished. But what you start to notice when you look a little bit more closely, look at that hand-woven leather wallpaper in the reception area. The rugs are all designed specifically for our ships and handcrafted. We have beautiful terrazzo tile floors, tongue-and-groove wood, Carrara marble, but look at how bright and open and light and airy this is. This is the atrium. When you step on board the ship, you will notice right away this is not a dark and dingy space at all. And that's really very intentional for us at Viking. We put as much window, as much glass as we possibly can, because we are destination focused and we want you to be able to see anything that's floating by on one of these beautiful rivers, and you never know what's going to be floating by. You could be sitting in the dining room enjoying a beautiful table service breakfast, and all of a sudden there could be a castle, and somebody will say, "Look, it's a castle," and of course everybody will jump up and pull out their cameras and try to take a picture. But the point is, it's light and bright and airy. The decor is simple and understated and inviting and relaxing. And in the restaurant, we do serve breakfast, lunch, and dinner daily. It is table service, and so you'll have a waiter and you'll have a menu that will change every day for every single meal. It's open seating, so you can come in and sit down wherever you like. We're pretty casual. We ask you to dress country club casual, though, in the dining room, and we ask that you leave the blue jeans on the tour bus, and then when you come in for dinner at night, maybe put on your pair of black slacks. It's a lovely dining venue, so we just ask that you dress accordingly. Our beautiful Viking lounge, again, look at all those windows. Just sit there and enjoy the incredible view. This is where all the action happens. If we have guest performers or guest lecturers, it's all going to take place here. Our port talks, there's a bar in here, and at night after dinner, you can count on some pretty good music and dancing. Here's a picture of the Aquavie Terrace. This is the area all the way on the bow of the vessel. This is very unique to Viking River Cruise vessels. None of the other cruise lines in the industry, in the river cruising industry, have this space. And we use this, of course, for just enjoying a beautiful sunrise. We also serve a more casual style of dining out here. For breakfast, lunch, and dinner, you can enjoy a nice buffet. We have luxurious, comfortable, and inviting staterooms, such as our French balcony stateroom, with all the accommodations that you need. Beautiful custom bedding, fabulous pillows, plenty of dresser drawers and storage, USB ports of 110 and 220. You also have a 42-inch flat screen TV with complimentary movies on demand. Of course, bottled water is refreshed daily. Plenty of drawers, floor-to-ceiling closets. You have your own mini refrigerator and your own safe, and beautiful bathrooms. All of our bathrooms on all of our ships are lovely glass-enclosed walk-in showers with heated tile floors. That's my favorite part. Very popular is our veranda stateroom at 205 square feet, if you'd like to have your own private veranda. And here we are, the world of Viking River Cruises. Just about every river you can think of throughout Europe. We're sailing on the Rhine, the Main, and the Danube rivers through the heart of Europe, in the Netherlands and Germany and Austria. We have 3 different choices of river cruises in France, round trip from Paris up to the beaches of Normandy on the Seine River. We have cruises on the Rhone River in the south of France between Lyon and Avignon. We also do cruises in the Bordeaux region on the Garonne and Dordogne rivers. We cruise from Budapest all the way down to Bucharest on the Danube. We still have cruises in Russia on the Volga River, on the Dnieper River in Kiev, and then of course we have cruises in China, which admittedly not very popular right now, as well as Egypt and Portugal. But the Grand European Tour is our most popular river cruise. This is a 14-night, 15-day cruise that will take you all the way from Amsterdam to Budapest along the Rhine, the Main, and the Danube rivers. This is our #1 favorite. And right now, through the end of June, by June 30th, if you book Grand European Tour for 2021 or 2022, you are going to enjoy free air, which Patti has already mentioned, all the way from Columbus to Amsterdam. Now, if you take the Viking Air, your transfers are included, so it's a very seamless journey. You fly into Amsterdam, we pick you up at the airport, take you to the vessel, and then you just sail along, enjoying all of these beautiful stops along the way. I would like to mention that I do recommend adding on a little extra time in Amsterdam for sure. There's so many great things to see and do there. The Rijksmuseum, the Van Gogh Museum, the Anne Frank House. You could do a lovely little canal cruise to see Amsterdam from the water. So it takes a couple of days to take in all of the great sights of Amsterdam. So I do recommend that you talk to your Magic Cruises travel consultant about adding on a little extra time in Amsterdam. So the cruise begins in Amsterdam or ends in Amsterdam because you can go in either direction, but we're going to look at it from Amsterdam all the way down to Budapest. So we arrive, we board the vessel, we have a lovely evening, a beautiful dinner, get rested, and then the next day we're off to Kinderdijk. This is a UNESCO World Heritage Site, and these incredible old windmills have been there for about 500 years. The great part is, before your visit to Kinderdijk to see these iconic windmills, you'll have a guest lecturer come on board the vessel to talk to you about the workings of these old ancient windmills, as well as the modern dikes and polders that keep the country from being flooded completely and falling down below the waters. The next day we're in Cologne, and our included tour will take you to the Cologne Cathedral, magnificent monument there. It just dominates the skyline. And you'll get to learn all about the statuary and the iconography. And, you know, beer and cathedrals, so it's kind of a little tongue-in-cheek there. Beer is a very big deal in Cologne. And so we give you a chance, if you like, to join us for an optional pub crawl. We have a stop in Koblenz where you will get to visit Marksburg Castle, which is the best preserved medieval castle along the Rhine. It's about 700 years old, and you'll have the chance, if you like, to go crawl around the inside of that old castle. We spend time cruising along the Rhine. Of course, there's the castle up on the hillsides. This picture is just to show you what an intimate, lovely experience river cruising is with Viking. We pull right up to the heart of the old city center, and you can step off and be right there. The other thing you should know is that Viking owns many of the docking facilities. We own over 62 of the docking facilities on this stretch along the Rhine, the Main, and the Danube, giving us the preferred docking positions. On this cruise, on the Grand European Tour, you'll spend time cruising through the Middle Rhine, which is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. And what's so special about this day is that in 40 miles, you will cruise past 40 castles up on the hillside. You'll spend time in Miltenberg, Germany, known for its beautiful half-timbered homes. And this picture is great because it shows you how intimate the river cruising experience is. We dock right there, you step off, and you're in the old city center in moments. In Würzburg, we visit the bishop's residence, which they claim to have the largest ceiling mural in the world. It's a beautiful old Baroque edifice. And then in Bamberg, we just visit this charming little town. This is the old town hall that straddles the river there. And Bamberg, the entire town of Bamberg, is a designated UNESCO World Heritage Site. Now we have cruised along the Rhine and the Main. We have traveled through the Main-Danube Canal, and our first stop on the Danube River will be in Nuremberg, where our included tour will take you to the beautiful old medieval castle there. We do have a very significant optional tour in Nuremberg that I think is important for everyone to experience, especially if you're interested in World War II history. This tour tells you the story of what happened in Nuremberg in the 1930s and 1940s. You will go and see the courtroom 600, where the Nazi trials took place. You'll see the stadium area where the Nazi rallies took place. It really is an amazing story to learn about. We have a stop in Passau, Germany, where you'll visit that church that has those green onion domes, and this is the Church of St. Stephen. They have the second largest pipe organ in the world there in this little town of Passau, Germany, and you will be treated to an organ concert there. Continuing along the Danube, we'll have a stop in Melk, and you'll visit the beautiful Melk Abbey there, one of my favorite stops along the way. And then you'll spend time cruising through the Wachau Valley of Austria, another UNESCO World Heritage Site. This area is known for its many vineyards and wineries, so it's just a beautiful day of scenic cruising. And there's another picture of what that cruising along the river experience looks like. It's just charming, sort of mesmerizing. You just want to be up there on the sun deck or out on the aquavit terrace, just sort of taking it all in. We're almost to the end of our tour, and we have a nice long day in Vienna, Austria, where your city tour will include a great sort of summary of the incredible structures and castles and monuments that were built by the Habsburg dynasty. You'll have free time to explore on your own, and there are many wonderful museums there. My favorite is the one you're looking at. This is the Belvedere Museum, and this houses some of the paintings of Gustav Klimt, and he might be familiar to you for the painting The Kiss. Or you can join us for optional tours to see the Lipizzaner Stallions, the Vienna Boys Choir, Schönbrunn Palace, or a Mozart and Strauss concert. And finally, we wind up in Budapest, where our included tour will take you to this fabulous church. It's the Church of Matthias, been recently renovated, so it's really sparkly and spectacular. We will also take you to Fisherman's Bastion, which is the picture on the left. And then if you're a brave soul and you're interested, you can take one of our optional tours to have a dip in one of the local thermal spas. We have an overnight on board the vessel in Budapest, and so you will have plenty of time to explore on your own and maybe capture your own very iconic picture of the beautiful Parliament building there. And that's a daytime picture. Just imagine being on that vessel, cruising down the beautiful blue Danube past the iconic Parliament building and under the also very iconic chain bridge. We are the most awarded river cruise company in the industry. We're kind of proud of that. And we have a wide variety of European river cruise voyages. We've talked today about the Grand European Tour. If you would like to sort of cut the Grand European Tour in half, you can do the first half along the Rhine from Amsterdam to Basel, Switzerland in 8 days, 7 nights. Or you can do the second half between Budapest and Nuremberg in 8 days, 7 nights. We have tours that will take you through Holland and Belgium. You can visit with us during tulip time in Amsterdam. You can cruise all the way for 23 days from Amsterdam to Bucharest, or you can sail with us from Zurich to Paris. One of my favorite itineraries is Cities of Light, where you spend 2 nights in Prague, my favorite city in Europe, and then an 8-day cruise along the Main River and the Moselle River, and then 2 nights in Paris, where you'll have the opportunity to drink wine at a lovely street cafe and say ooh la la in your beret. We still are offering cruises in Russia on the Volga River. China and Southeast Asia are kind of on hold at the moment, as you can all imagine, as well as Egypt along the Nile, which has become a very popular itinerary on a brand new ship that just carries 56 passengers. But tune in to learn more about many of the choices that Viking is now offering. Today we concentrated on river cruises. We are going to do a presentation on the Viking Mississippi, our brand new Mississippi product. Also our brand new cruises in the Arctic and Antarctic, as well as our very popular #1 rated Viking Ocean Cruises. And so for me, my part is done here at the moment, and I would love to turn it back over to Patti.
Okay, thank you, Dianne. I appreciate all of your insight. I have had the opportunity to be on many of those Viking cruises, and I will tell you they should come with a warning. They can be addicting, and you will end up going over and over and over again. I've been fortunate to have that experience with Dianne in several cases, and it is truly a great experience to just unpack one time, be comfortable, glide through the area, smooth as silk, and have the option to get off and explore time and time again, without the hassle, without the lines, without the crowds, you know, without the hurry. So this is a wonderful, wonderful way to travel. And we hope you'll take advantage of it and try for yourself. You know, one of the questions that we often get is, well, when is the best time to go on a river cruise? Well, river cruising in Europe tends to be operating more or less from the latter part of the March season. So latter March, all the way through the summer, all the way through the fall, and even through December. And I just mentioned that because one of the highlights for me was traveling on a river cruise through Germany in early December, and all the holiday markets were up and running, and it just added an enchanting, magical experience to the destinations as well. So we're happy to share all those kind of details with you when you call us at Magic Cruises and Tours. Viking is extending a program now called the Risk-Free Guarantee, and that's for any of your bookings that are made by June 30th that will allow for maximum flexibility for your travel plans to be able to change if necessary, and alter your arrangements if things come up that are out of your control. So it allows you to plan for the future, which is what we all want to be doing right now. And when the time is right, you'll be traveling. And if it's not quite right, you'll have some flexibility to protect your financial investment. So what we'd like to just end with is that we ask you to allow us to give you the exclusive offer for EPCON community homeowners of an additional $200 savings, an additional $200 credit to enjoy on board if you book your Viking cruise with Magic Cruises and Tours. And on the next slide is our phone number. So maybe jot it down, check us out on the website, magiccruises.com. Our phone number is the 614-847-5551. We've been doing this a long time, guys, and we're here to help you every step of the way. So please give us a call and reach out and let us know what you might be interested in. The other thing I'd just like to take a moment and point out is on your website, on the EPCON website, is a little program that has been developed to help benefit one lucky homeowner who refers other people to the EPCON community. So take a look at those details, but that could be $6,000 towards a Viking cruise of your choice. So you got nothing to lose and lots to gain by bringing other friends and family into the EPCON communities and hopefully taking a Viking cruise with us. So thank you very much for your time. We'll look forward to more series of informational webinars to share with you in the coming future. So please let us know how we can help you. Thanks so much. We appreciate your time. Bye-bye.